To our benefit, cancer screening keeps getting better and better. Let's take a look at the latest advancements in breast health.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 27. I have a strong family history. My mother passed away from breast cancer and my aunt passed away from breast cancer. I'm a mammography technologist here at the Regional Breast Center for St. Luke's. I work in the field day in and day out with breast cancer patients, so I kind of knew the statistics. I always feel that if I would not have had that mammogram, I wouldn't be here today.
Our guiding principle at the breast center here has been to treat every patient as if they are your mother, sister, or wife. And when they come in here, it's not just about being empathetic and hand-holding for what are inevitably anxious patients, but also getting them answers as quickly as possible. The Regional Breast Center, where we are right now, was really created to provide a high-end breast imaging center for all of the patients throughout the St. Luke's system. We have screening centers all over the Lehigh Valley, but anyone who has an issue comes to the Regional Breast Center for this second level of care, where we do diagnostic mammograms and ultrasound and biopsy.
I think most women, we hear so many things from the media, like don't have a mammogram at 50. I think as a technologist, I feel that it's my duty to educate you so you can know what the right thing to do is.
We've really just gotten very expert in moving patients through the process as efficiently and with the highest quality possible. And now when we're adding in 3D mammography and automated breast ultrasound, we're really going to hopefully take it to the next level. We find 20% more breast cancers than the national average, and we do so by doing significantly less biopsies. We're finding more cancers and doing less biopsies, and that's really what everyone's working towards.
Cancer should not define you. It's something that you're going through at this moment in time, but it's a curable disease. Losing your hair is awful. Radiation is awful. You feel awful the whole time when you're getting a treatment, but there is life after cancer. If you have your screenings and if you are proactive, you can survive cancer.
Many people think getting a mammogram is like getting a blood test where it's all read in the same way, basically. But really, having a mammogram read is very dependent on the experience and education of the doctor reading them. So for example, here, our docs predominantly do breast all day, and our quality numbers show it. Breast ultrasound is a test that we consider operator dependent, meaning the quality of the images are only as good as the technologists that are acquiring the images.
Some women think that they can't have a mammogram if they don't have insurance, if they don't have the proper connections. I wanted to make sure that that community is served and they know that they can come to St. Luke's and get the proper health care that is needed. When I have a patient and let's say they come in, they have a lump, and of course they're expecting the worst, and I'm there and I kind of tell them my story, it makes them feel at ease that if you survived it, then I can do it. It's incredibly rewarding to know that I'm part of a team that saved someone's life.
Joining us in the studio is Michele Giletto, Network Director of Imaging at St. Luke's University Health Network. Michele, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
How important is the role of all the new technology that's out there?
It's very important. And St. Luke's, we're really lucky. We have a very long-standing relationship with GE Healthcare, and they have been a leader in the most innovative detection imaging equipment. So now women have the ability to receive 3D mammograms, automated breast ultrasound, which is a 3D screening tool, in addition to the standard mammography and breast MRI that we've come to rely on for so long.
So you've got new tools that you basically never have had before.
We do.
We're in this modern era with all this great technology, but still, how important is it for the person reading the mammograms?
It's really important, and I'm really glad that you asked that question, because who's reading your mammogram is sometimes as important or more important than just going and getting the mammogram yourself. At St. Luke's, we have multiple fellowship-trained breast imagers, and the way we've set up our program for almost the last 10 years now is at our dedicated diagnostic center, We have those dedicated radiologists reading mammogram all day long. They're reading the screening mammograms, diagnostic mammograms, anything that has to do with breast imaging and breast health, that is all they do. So their specialization has become nationally and internationally sought after. Our quality measures and what we can do for women, we're calling back less women and we're finding more cancer. And that's exactly where we want to be.
Michele, where does St. Luke's fall within the national averages that you're looking for?
So we actually are finding 20% more cancers than the national average, and we're calling back less women. Nationally, about 10% of all women are called back for further imaging. At St. Luke's, we're around 8.5%. So it's a wonderful thing for women. Our whole program is designed to have less stress and less anxiety for the woman. We want the woman to go get her mammogram, have a good experience, and get good results. And if those results aren't exactly what we would hope for, we want her to have that information as soon as possible. Nationally, it can take you almost 3 weeks from your screening mammogram to getting those results if you do need a biopsy. At St. Luke's, that time is down to about 11 days.
That's a great thing.
Yes, it
is. You hear a lot about the terms dense breasts. Why is it important for people to know whether they have or don't have that condition?
It's really been a hot topic over the last probably 5 years. And it's important because historically on 2D mammograms, the density and cancer looks the same. So we say it's like finding a snowball in a snowstorm. And with the creation of these 3D technologies, mammogram, automated breast ultrasound, we're actually able to see below the density and we can see those cancers more easily. We're finding cancers on 3D that were almost invisible previously on a 2D mammogram.
If I could ask you for some words of wisdom for all the women, what would be the most important advice that you could give to everyone?
Girl to girl, I'm going to tell you, go get your mammogram. That is the most important thing you can do. We can't put our head in the sand. We want to be able to address this health. I think women tend to take care of their spouse, their children, their parents, and make sure that all those appointments are made.
And they're last.
And they are. And so I just really would encourage women, we have 12 sites. You can easily get a mammogram. We have evening appointments, Saturday appointments. We even have evening diagnostic appointments, which is unheard of. We have same-day biopsies for those patients that do need to go to a biopsy. Our program is set up to give you that kind of those quick and accurate and excellent results. And so I would just encourage you to be compliant and get your annual mammogram.
You've just made it so easy. There's absolutely no excuse not to go.
Hope so.
Michele, thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you.
For more information on breast health at St. Luke's University Health Network or anything on today's show, go to our website, thepeaktv.com. Have a great week. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, every day is your chance to be your best self. This is The Peak.
It's Katie from the ASR team here. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos.